I do like Brighton. Like, one of my favourite things about Brighton is how sexually liberated Brighton is. And like, to be honest, like it don't really help me much because I'm boring. I'm straight, right? Which is it's the cow's milk of sexuality, isn't it? Being straight. What that means is like I'm still the most consumed, but Brighton baristas look at me like, ew. But Brighton people and Maidstone people are very different people. Do you know what I mean? Like Brighton, they're a bit more of a look at me kind of people, isn't they? Like, look at me, I dance in public spaces, fucking wear clothes, ironically, I can hold a skateboard, don't know how to ride it, that kind of thing. But like Maidstone were a bit more like, please stop staring, bruv, there's a warrant out for my arrest. Right. But I think the biggest difference, like I noticed between like Brighton people and Maidstone people, right, I was at a house party in Brighton, and there was this guy there, he had like really long hair, he had like an open shirt, he had a tattoo of a paintbrush across his chest, right? And I asked him, like, what does the tattoo represent? Like, what does it mean? And like, he told me it's because he creates his art with his heart. Oh. Twat, innit? That's right. But I was at a house party in Maidstone, there was this geezer, a lovely lady. She had a tattoo of mum across that arm and a tattoo of a bulldog across that arm because her mum once headbutted a bulldog. Very different places. I don't know, by the way, like, so I've been hanging out with my like nephew a lot. I was going back to Maidstone like last week. I've been hanging out with my nephew. He's a fucking little lad. He's a cushy boy, and like it's nice to hang out with him, but it gets a bit of a nightmare when we like go out to eat. Like, has anyone got any allergies, by the way, like severe allergies or anything? Like, because he's allergic to nuts, right? And that's like one of the fucking bad ones, isn't it? And like, the thing is, it's like, it's never a problem. Like, don't teabag the bastard. Like, I'm not, like, don't do it. I'm not that kind of uncle. That's not actually I don't want to nuts, weed, no. I know it's terrible, isn't it? I don't know why I said it. Like, I don't even have a nephew. No, I'm joking, I do. But he does it, it's a nightmare. Like, I don't even like get a problem. It's only, what I feel bad about is like when we go out to eat, like all of a sudden, like, he wants something, but then they turn around and they say like, oh, it may contain nuts. And I think the may contain is a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? Like, the may contain is just the legal version of on your head, be it. You know what I mean? Like, they take the piss. And the thing is, I don't think they should get away with it, because it's like turning around, like, all of a sudden I fucking go to a French patisserie and the guy's like, oh, like, you can eat the pastry, but it may contain the end of your life. So, oh, this geezer's allowed to drink, but if he does, he may contain some racist opinions. It's like, he's allowed to work in a school. But if he does, but there's this register that may contain his name. It's a bit of a fucking cop-out, isn't it? Bit of a cop-out. Cool. Get a nephew so the joke works better. Beautiful. No, I do actually have a nephew now. He's a lovely lad. But I'm trying to work this out. So like I don't know, I haven't really worked out this bit, because I do have an allergy as well, because I'm allergic to bananas, right? I recently developed this allergy to bananas, so it's like, I can't eat bananas anymore. And I don't know whether it's because I'm tall, getting older, or the fact that I can't eat bananas, but for some reason I keep getting cramps, like I keep cramping up a lot, right? Does anyone get like cramps, like, but I cramp up like all the fucking time, and for some reason, like, I think the time it affects me the most is during sex, right? Like, I keep getting the sex cramps. It's my problem, right? I know the sex cramps, it sounds like a fucking band playing in the side tent at Glastonbury, doesn't it? We're the fucking sex cramps, mates. But I do, and I don't know how to solve the problem, because the thing is like, if no one ever admits this, by the way, so I don't expect anyone to, but like, if you cramp up during sex, like, it's a problem, you can't admit it. You can't admit it in the situation, because when it's happened to me before, all of a sudden I'm cramping up. And like, do you know when, like, has anyone got pets? Yeah. Like, do you know when you fucking scratch a dog and the leg fucking starts going, all of a sudden I'm cramping up. She thinks she's doing a fucking great job. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at her, she's like, I'm fucking smashing this. I can't ruin it. But the thing is like, I don't know how to solve the problem. You geezers have cramped up, fucking... No one ever admits it, you're all fucking liars. Like, the more I push people, by the way, the more people admit it, but I won't do that now. But the thing is like, I don't know how to solve the problem, because what do you normally do before any sort of physical form of activity? Do a bit of stretching, don't you? Can't stretch before sex, can you? it's not very sexy all of a sudden to turn around and be like, just fucking wait there a second, love. You take your fucking clothes off, let me just fucking... actually, let me hold on to your shoulder. You can't do it, do you know what I mean? It's not fucking good. And it's like, have we got any football fans in? Yeah, nice one. Like, what do they normally do if someone fucking cramps up all of a sudden, like they fucking lie on the ground, they fucking help their mate out, don't they? All of a sudden they start stretching it. Can't do that naked. Imagine all of a sudden you look down, he's fucking juggling bits, so fucking worried about like this. All of a sudden he lets out a fart, the whole thing's over. You can't fucking do it. But the thing is, I was like, fuck it, like I want to stop ruining the experience for myself. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do a bit of stretching before. And then what I've realised is I don't look like an idiot at all. All I've done is just raise the level of expectation. All of a sudden she's looking at me like, what the fuck is this athlete about to do to me? It's fucking weird. It's weird. I reckon, like, I don't know, like, by the way, did anyone grow up, like Max, like, he grew up on a council estate, I grew up on a council estate. Did anyone grow up on a council estate before? Yeah. I don't know if this is part of it, like, but did your parents, by the way, whenever they, like, when my parents got locked out of the house, like, rather than call a locksmith, they just shoved me through the little window? Never happened. Dude, you got fucking porches. They used to shove me through that little window like I was a trainee criminal. Which is mad because we got mums up and down the country with their sons up in court for burglary. Like, I don't know where he gets it from. Fucking dads love it because they're fulfilling their fantasy of shoving their kids back through a human cat flap. This is a bunch of terrified children like me just hanging from a little window just praying the toilet lid's down. So I thought my mum wanted a big family. What I realised is we kept growing. She always needed one of us small enough to fit through the little window. It's like, the funny thing is, my little brother, when he was born, like, he was born quite premature, right? And like, the thing is, like, my mum, she thought she hit the fucking jackpot. Do you know what I mean? She's like, don't worry, honey, we don't need Keith anymore. This one to fit through the fucking letterbox. He's doing all right. I'm sorry we have to, by the way, like, us boys, like, throughout the night, like, we're checking our notes because we'd use this shit to, like, try out some, like, new stuff and talk about some new things. But we'd already mentioned, like, the council estate, so it's like, I grew up half English, half council estate, right? So what that normally means is, like, half of me wants to buy land, but the other half wants to trespass on it. Right? So I grew up in a council house near a prison because it saves petrol. Right? Like, as a kid, I actually thought it was quite cool living near a prison, but it took fucking ages to get your ball back. Fucking 10 to 15 years some kids were waiting. It was a nightmare, right? And like, when you grow up on a council estate, you got to make your own fun, didn't you? Like, they used to look through the fucking window. me and my cousins used to go down big Tesco's, right, and just punch avocados. Which I think's a crime in Brighton, isn't it? I don't think you know how to do that. We used to go down big Tesco's, yeah, just punch the shit out of avocados. It was so fucking great. It was a great game, mate. I stand by it. It was called guacamole. Lovely. But like, no one around my way had any money, right? Like, the only people around my way who had a bit of money had just been in an accident. You know what I mean? Like, rich people, they'll talk about new money, old money, got claims money. That's all we've got. And like, I read, yeah, that apparently it's actually very common for rich kids to have kidnap insurance. Like, which is obviously like a terrible, harsh reality in which the rich kids live. But like us normal people, we got different problems, don't we? Like, for example, we've got to deal with this brat we just kidnapped. It's a bit of a nightmare. But I grew up poor, do you know what I mean? I grew up poor, and the thing is, it's like no one tells you you're poor. Like, your parents don't sit you down like you're fucking Santa's fake and so are your trainers. They don't do it, but like life tells you you're poor. For some reason, that moment always involves skiing. I don't know why, like, when did skiing become the difference? Do you know what I mean? I reckon that's why all the poor, dangerous people are wearing ski masks. Like, that's not fucking camo, that's FOMO. They just really want to go fucking skiing, man. We can literally solve half a dangerous street crime with 50% off fucking Thomas Cook's ski holidays. So like, it'd be alright. But like, I grew up in like a classic working class family, right? So I had a stay-at-home mum and a go to prison dad. I still better, I don't know, it's a bit strange, like you can't really drop that into small talk, do you know what I mean? Like, what did your dad do? Regret, mostly. Like, it's a weird thing, but like, that's when you feel comfortable, because like, where I'm from, that's 50 points for Gryffindor. So, I don't mind. Like, someone actually shouted out recently, like, shouldn't it be 50 points to Slytherin? I was like, shouldn't you be trying to get laid? We went to prison for selling a bit of Hufflepuff. is my point, right? He sold a bit of weed, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's so bad. Like, in some countries, that makes him a doctor. Like, he's doing alright. He's doing alright. And the thing is, like, I'm not a criminal. Like, I've not been to prison, I've not done other things, but a lot of my family have. And it's like, I think I knew from an early age that I wasn't going to be a criminal. Do you know what I mean? Because I fucking love Shania Twain. I fucking love it. You can't be locked in a cell with someone called Phaser Tyrone and be like, I feel like a woman. You can't do it. You can't do it. The thing is, like, prison, like, my dad's out now, by the way. Like, he's doing alright. He's a landscaper now. Fucking weird, it's a lateral move, isn't it? Knows what he's good at. Been moving plants for money, selling to the middle class, coming home smelling the grass. He loves it. But the thing is like, he's still, like, prison does change it. That's what I say, prison changes people, and it does. Like, he came out fucking calmer, kinder, solely uses shower gel instead of soap. He's also fucking well good at Sudoku now. I think they play a lot of Sudoku in fucking prison. Like, literally, he's like fucking Rain Man with an ankle tag. He loves it. And like, we still did things that like father sons don't. Like, when he come out, like he still like taught me loads of shit. Like, he actually taught me how to make cheese on toast with a kettle and a bit of cling film. Prison's not just punishment. It's fucking Blue Peter with murderers. He loves it. But I don't blame him, do you know what I mean? I don't blame him for doing what he had to do, do you know what I mean? That's what, and to be fair, like, he was a geezer growing up in the 80s, and that's what geezers did in the 80s. They stole cars, sold weed, and pretended not to like George Michael. My mum's actually just as bad, to be fair. My mum ain't been in prison, but she's a fucking rebel. Like, she got kicked out of school for smoking weed, which is a shame, because she fucking loved that job. She did. I actually spoke to my dad recently, right, and I asked him if he had any regrets about his life, and maybe regretted selling weed, maybe regretted going to prison. And like, he told me he does have one big regret, and I was like, what's that? He goes, I never went to watch George Michael live. I turned around and I was like, Dad, you would have never got in that concert. He's like, why? I was like, because Guilty Feet have got no rhythm. You wouldn't have got in. By the way, like, I think it is strange because, like, growing up poor, like, we don't get to do like the same fucking cool shit that like rich people get to do. And it's like, I think if I ever do get rich, like, maybe if one day we don't have to perform in a fucking pub, that'd be nice. But if I do get rich, I still want to keep to like my working class roots. So it's like, if I ever got a fucking perfume range, I'd literally, like, I'd still name it in the working class way. It'd just be like fucking Brick Dust by Ben. If I ever did like a him and her range, it'd just be called Joint Custody. That'd be cool. But like, it does annoy me, to be honest. Like, it does annoy me that we don't get to do that shit. Like, you're never gonna see a working class prime minister. You're not, and that fucking annoys me. Like, I'd love to literally see a chavvy PM in the House of Proper Commons. Do you know what I mean? I think that'd be lovely. But like, they always say the same things. They're like, oh, well, you've only got to look at the violent tendencies, drug dealing, unprotected sex, to think, can the working class even live up to the standard that the government has set? And I'm not even saying we do a better job, right? I'm just saying, like, the way I see it, right, it's like you're playing a game of FIFA, you're losing 7-0, so you pass it to your little brother, have a go. Like, the train's going off the tracks, we just want to honk the horn. That's all we want. And, like, to be honest, as a working class people, I reckon we'd smash the deficit, right? If you can raise a family of 5, 2 Staffordshire Bull Terriers and a weekend drug problem on job seekers allowance. Imagine what we'd do with an actual budget. Do you know what I mean? I reckon I could get 5 bar for that little red briefcase alone. But people are terrified of the idea. I think they think we're going to do something mental, like lure the prisoners out. We ain't going to do it. We go half of the money. I'm glad they're in there. And Keir Starmer's early release program's already cost me money. I had twice as many cousins I had to buy Christmas presents for. And I don't know if you've heard this, by the way, but I keep hearing this. They turn around and they're like, oh, Keir Starmer's working class. Have you heard this? I keep hearing it all the time. They're like, Keir Starmer's working class. They're like, oh, his father was a tool maker. I'm like, his mother was a tool maker. Like the biggest tool this country's ever seen. You know what I mean? Fucking nightmare. I'm going to finish on a little bit of an embarrassing story for me, but it's a nice way to end the night. Have you had a good night, by the way? I know I've gone on a bit fucking long, but like, fuck it. But so basically, like, you all know me as my girlfriend, which will make this bit well awkward. I don't know if I can do it, actually. but
it.
we'll try it anyway.
Do you want me to leave?
He's not cramped up yet. Yeah.
No, we'll see how it goes. If not, we've had a lovely evening, which I know is nice. Alright, so there's 3 things you need to know about my girlfriend, right? It's not going to work, but it'll be fun. There's 3 things to know about my girlfriend, right? She's got a great sense of humour, she absolutely loves impressions, yeah? And she's obsessed with Tom Hardy. We got any Tom Hardy fans here? Read you a bedtime story? Like, that's nice. I'm so sorry. The thing is, like, I didn't realise kind of how far this obsession went, right? It was like a few days in, like, I had a few drinks, right? Gone back to her place, all of a sudden I've gone upstairs, yeah, into the bedroom, there's some posters of Tom Hardy everywhere. And like, over the head, you boys are loving this. Over the headboard, yeah, it's a big poster of Bane. Because like Tom Hardy played Bane in Batman, didn't he? And like I do again, like that's not the weirdest shit I've seen in Brighton, so I'm like, fuck it. But like all of a sudden I've gone over to the corner of the room, I've flicked off the light, and then I just hear, oh, you think darkness is your ally? Isn't that? But I just cracked on one point from Maidstone, so I'm like, fuck it, all of a sudden I moved in, like, things are going well, suddenly I'm like looking in her eyes and she's like, you didn't care about me till I put on the mask. No, but there's a scene in Batman, if you ain't seen the film right, there's a scene in Batman where this billionaire bad guy, right, gets up in Bane face, and Bane's a big boy, so all Bane has to do is just place a hand on his shoulder, right, he turns around and he's like, do you feel in charge? Right, the reason I tell you this is because I got a bit too excited in this little exchange, right? There was a point where she turned around and she asked me, she's like, what do you want me to call you? And obviously at this point I should have said Batman, do you know what I mean? I mean, cool as fuck. But instead I got a bit too excited, I turned around and asked her to call me Daddy, right? The reason I tell you about that scene is because when I turned around and asked her to call me Daddy, all of a sudden her hands moved down the side of my body, round to my arse, a bit too close to the centre for my liking. She turns around, she's like, do you feel in charge? I'm like, no, Daddy. I just still wear my Batman pyjamas to bed. By the way, just to save the embarrassment of the lovely Nina, by the way, like, I fucking made that joke up. Just so you don't have to go up to her after to be like, oh my god, you love Bane too. Thank you all for coming tonight. I want to give a round of applause for Max and Tim who fucking smashed it. I'm Andy Fox. Anyone who don't know us, then just follow us on Instagram, all that shit. But yeah, thank you very much for being a lovely audience. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much.